Go sorry for late. I think Acharya was event to Indra and then got late. So we'll try to discuss, we'll recap our conversations what we did last 3 weeks, and then we'll take from there. Right, so welcome you all again. So this 8 weeks we are trying to understand about some themes of Bhagavad Gita, the 5 major themes, and we have covered as of now soul, and then we have covered karma last week. We'll continue karma a bit more today because both are important, and then we'll go ahead. Okay. So this is a recap of day one, where we understood about the need of writing scriptures for Vyasadeva. You could see that Kali Yuga people are actually very lazy and they are not inclined for spirituality. So he thought to write everything and so that we can read and learn things. And Mahabharata, one part is Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. And then in day 2 we discussed about 5 topics of Bhagavad Gita, and importantly we talked about soul. So what soul is, how soul pervades in the body, how soul remains forever, how soul takes another body, and how death comes. Everything we discussed over there. And also we discussed about the quality of soul is always eternal. And in day 3 we discussed about what is karma. And we talked about karma can be different things, like karma can be our duty, karma can be our something we got from our past reactions, and that's called karma. And then we talked about the karma is what? Our actions and also our past reactions. Right? And then we talked about types of karma. So there are 3 types of karma, especially. One is called karma, that we perform a duty according to the scriptures or guru dharma. And then second is vikarma. Vikarma is forgetting everything and doing our own thing. Manifesting our own things.
I forgot what is a karma.
What? Akarma. We will discuss more on akarma today. Right. So karma is what we perform according to our scriptures. And vikarma is which we perform against our scriptures. Like let's suppose scripture says you study scriptures, but we neglect scriptures. Right. So that's kind of vikarma. And like doing sinful activities, that goes in vikarma. Right? And doing pious activities, that goes in karma. And every action has equal and opposite reaction. So whatever we do, we get some reaction back as well. Right? And the important one is akarma. So akarma has nothing to do with, though it's activity, but it doesn't have any reactions back. We'll talk more on this because it's a very, very important thing. And depending on our karma, our destination depends. So we know, we understood from last week that we have to take another birth. We have to give up this body and take another one. And depending on what activity we do, it happens. We discussed about if we do a pious activity, Krishna says chapter 14, Urdhva Gacchati Sattvasta. So the people who are pious, who do religious activity, who do good for people, they go to higher planet. And the people who are doing very bad activities and sinful activities, they go to lower planets. And the people who are passionate, they remain in this earthly planet. Right? And then how karma works? There is no kind of there is no white box or black box say, okay, this is the way. There is no particular formula to understand karma. It's all Krishna's logic. You can't do anything about that. Right? So, however, we should try to always do a good karma. And then we discussed about the story from Dhritarashtra and Krishna. So just to recap those stories. Well, after the battle of Kurukshetra, Dhritarashtra says, "Oh Krishna, why did my 100 sons they got died at one war itself?" Right? And then Krishna says, "Actually, you know what? Long time back, 50 lifetimes back, you have actually tried to kill a bird, a male bird, but the bird flew away, and by angrily, he killed hundreds of sons of theirs at the time, being cruelly completely. And then we got this 100 sons being killed now. And then he said, okay, then why 50 lifetimes? You could have done the same time, and now as well. Then Krishna said, actually, for 50 lifetimes, you are acquiring pious karma or good karma, so that you can have 100 sons. Right? So 50 lifetimes he spent acquiring more pious reactions, and then when he got 100 sons, he got his reactions back from his past sinful activity. Right? So that's it. There is no formula for it. It can come anytime. It can come right away. It can come in this life. It can come in our next life as well. And then is very important. Is applicable to all. We discussed about. It doesn't matter about our religion, our caste, our country, anything. It is applicable for all. Right? As you said, the blood is red for everyone. In similar way, karma acts for every living. We'll discuss more on this part today as well. And then we talked about akarma, which is called devotional service. It means what? By performing activities. See, karma and vikarma, these are two things. When we perform activity, we get some reactions. So when we do good activity, we get good reactions. The reaction might not be right away, but we get the karma. And vikarma same. If we do perform simple activities, we get simple reactions. And however, akarma is performance, but there is no reaction back in it. It is all null, as Krishna speaks, right? So then we discuss a lot in these 4 topics. Why performing akarma? Akarma is devotional service, right? Where we don't get any reactions, right? So what happens? It brings us freedom from karmic reactions. What's karmic reaction? We'll discuss. Because of karmic reaction, we are wandering from this 8.4 million species. Sometimes in a species of aquatic, sometimes in the water, trees, sometimes human beings, sometimes demigods, and all those. We are going through all these things, right? And it helps us in discriminating right from wrong. So when we have the knowledge of karma, we understand what is right, what is wrong, and then we don't perform those wrong activity and we perform right ones. And we discussed, we discussed about example like when our parents says, okay, if you read well, I'll buy a chocolate for you, or I'll buy some toys for you. But we don't read, you don't get anything, right? In that way, it comes to us, and it helps us to do right and avoid wrong activity. Importantly, so when we understand what karma is, when we understand what karma is, then we avoid bad activities, right, or wrong activities. And by knowing this, by performing devotional service, very important happens, it minimizes our sinful reactions. So any reaction which is coming from our past, it get minimized by performing devotional service. And we discussed like how to chant the holy name of Lord last week. Okay. And we talked about when you get liberated, we get this spiritual body. Right. So if you remember, we have gone through this red circle and this this should be a yellow one, but it's missing red and this green. That subtle body, it goes with soul to the next body. But when you get liberated, when you perform a devotional service, we get only spiritual body, no mental body anymore. I think that was our last time. So what we will do now, as well, we will chant this bhajan for a couple of minutes. Anyone remembers how to sing this bhajan? Okay, so we'll sing this for a couple of minutes and then we will go ahead. Okay, is it visible for everyone? Yeah. So I'll sing the first line and then you can read after me. In this way we'll go for a couple of times. Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hope you remember everything. Anyway, we'll have. So you can repeat after me. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Thank you. So we'll continue our day 4. Right. Okay. So remember, we took this verse from chapter 3 where Krishna said that work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in this way, you will always remain free from bondage. So, this is the way to be free from bondage. Krishna is saying that bondage. Yes, bondage. That's a good question. So, bondage means what? You get bound or something, right? Someone that tied to you, so you're bound, right? So for example, the recent thieves, so the police, they tie their hands, isn't it? It's bondage. They can't relieve their hand. They can't run away from them, right? In a similar way, we are actually being bound by this material world, these 3 modes of material world, and because of that, because of our karmic reactions, we are actually taking another birth. Like from sometimes to aquatics, sometimes to trees, sometimes to human, sometimes to other kind of things, right? So that's bondage. So the bondage is something which binds us. However, how can it free? Krishna says, if you do perform activities for a sacrifice to Vishnu, then you will get free. So how to understand this point? Isn't it? So have you seen army men? Right? So army men, when they go to war, what they do? In the war they fight. They kill people, isn't it? They kill their opponents. Right? However, this army man, they doesn't get any punishment for killing. Isn't it? So see, killing is bad, isn't it? But still they don't get punishment, even they get reward sometimes, isn't it? The army men, they get different medals. Okay, you perform very well in this war.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Why?
Because they fought well.
But fighting is bad.
Yes.
Then how do they get their medal then?
Killing people.
Sorry?
Basically killing people.
Yeah, they're killing people, but still they're getting medals. Why?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, so the army people, they fight, and in fighting, they kill people, isn't it? They kill their opponents. But still, they get reward. Why? Sorry? Yes, they're killing enemy, but still they are getting reward for that. Yes?
Because it's their duty
They are their duty.
to teach them.
Sorry?
To teach them.
To teach them.
I mean, maybe they're doing a bad job or something silly classes.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to teach them a lesson. So I think they're doing it.
That's a good one as well. Yes?
They're forced to kill.
Yeah? they are not forced to kill. They are being forced by someone, isn't it? Like our authority, like their higher authority. They order them, okay, you go to war and fight, isn't it? However, they have some cause. There's some things happen, but they are being asked to do it, and hence when they do it, they get reward. However, just imagine that same army person, he has his own gun, and he comes to his hometown, and he randomly kills someone. What happens then?
He gets punished.
That punished, correct, isn't it? Then why now? Person is same, the weapon are same. He used the same weapon to kill in the war, and killing is same. Action remain the same, the person remain the same, the weapon remain the same. But earlier he got reward, and now he has got punishment. Why?
Because he isn't army a soldier anymore.
Yes.
He's soldier anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's wearing his own soldier dress, but still he's in his hometown. He's not in his war field. So in the war field, what happened? Their senior, they have ordered them to fight, so they are killing. But at home, they are doing it by their own, isn't it? Isn't it? So they get punished. You got? So action remain the same, person remain the same, but there are two different results. In one, you are getting reward, and one is getting punishment. That's why Krishna is saying, if you do your work as a sacrifice to me, to Vishnu, to Krishna, then there is no bondage. You will be free from that bondage. Right? So the person remain the same, action remain the same, but there are two different results. Good or bad. One reward, one punishment. In the same way, we should try to perform activities for Lord Vishnu. Then there will be no bondage. Getting a point? Right. And let's see, I will discuss more on this point today actually.
Laws of karma.
Yes, so laws of karma is like a laws of gravity. So what happens to laws of gravity? If someone says, okay, I don't believe in the laws of gravity, what I will do? I will defy the laws of gravity and I'll jump from this 10-story building and let's see what happens. What happens?
When he's gonna fall down. That's the last sight he's ever going to see.
Yes, that's the law of gravity, isn't it? In the similar with the laws of gravity, he says, for every action there is equal amount of reactions. So even if we are ignorant, even if we don't know, but he's going to act. Even a person jumps from this 10-story building, he's going to fall down. And he might break his legs or something else. He might die.
He's dead.
Might die as well. Isn't it? He might get saved as well. Don't know. But he's going to get severe pain anyway, isn't it? But the thing is that laws of gravity will walk upon him. The similar with the laws of karma, it actually works on us. Either we know or don't know. And we discussed this part. And then, as we discussed, and as the Bible said, as you sow, shall you reap. So we need to check our activities very seriously, right? Very much easily.
What is so?
So when, let's suppose, for example, you are planting a trees, right? You are planting a mango tree. So in some time it will reap, and what it will give? It will give you mango fruit. So in similar to whatever you do, that's sowing, right? So the farmer, they go and sow the seeds, and then when when they get the rains, and it becomes grains for us, really, right? So whatever we do, it actually we get the result accordingly. So that's why when we know about this karma, we know about this logic, it helps us to define what to do, what not to do. Any question? No? Okay, I thought they were saying something. Alright. So, and there's a nice saying, it says, the mills of God grind slow, but they grind exceedingly fine. It means what? It means what? Whatever we do, we may say, okay, no one is looking at me, let me do something. Let me do something mischievous, or let me steal something. Let me do something wrong. Saying, okay, no one is looking at me. But God is watching onto me. And, yes.
What is meaning of exceeding?
Exceeding fine means it becomes very completely fine. It can't remain there. The mills, we grind in the mills, right? So some particles remain there. But
What
it says.
mills? What mills?
So, grinding mills, Or let's suppose you are in India, you used to grind these grains by this mills. And let's just for example grinder, right?
Water press.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So the myths of gods are all lies around marrying.
Sorry, I didn't get it. Can you louder, please?
I'm saying that the myths of gods are all lies or marrying.
Yes. So whatever we do, either bad or good, the reaction is going to come back to us. That's why he says Krishna, this grind, the grinder motor of the Lord, they actually grind very, very finely. Right. That's why we should be very careful about activities. We might say, okay, no one is looking at me, but someone is there watching at me. Right? And then sometimes people say, okay, are ignorant being excused? Let's suppose you say, I don't know what karma is, I don't know what reactions is. Are you going to say that I will be excused from that? No. Let's, for example, you go to an exam, right? You go to give exam and you say, okay, I don't remember anything. So, will teacher give you good marks?
No.
Why? You say, I don't know anything, so please. Then, yeah.
He's going to say, if you don't know anything, you're not going to get your grades because you don't know what to write on the test.
Yeah. So in a similar way, we may say, okay, I don't know about this karma, but then why am I getting this result? But you will get the results. Because you don't know it. It's not the duty of him to teach you, but he should be studying, learning as well. Right. That's why this nice example comes here. Let's say for example, you imagine you are driving with your parent. No, you are sitting on the side, and you see that your parents stop somewhere in the traffic light. Why they stop? They stop because of traffic red light. Right? They stop there. And imagine at the same time, a cow or a buffalo, it crossed from this road. We see mostly in India, right? On the roads we can see there's animals coming over there. So the traffic police, they are not going to find the animals. But if we break the rule, they will find us, isn't it? They will say, okay, you have broken the rule, now you are fine. But we can say, okay, see the cow is running away on the road. Do something to him, find something to him. But why? Then the policeman said that they are not supposed to learn the rules. But as you are a human being, you should know the rules. You see the red light, you should stop. You see the green, then you go ahead. That's why when we learn about things, if you don't know, then also the reactions come to us. And hence, if we say, I'm ignorant, but still we are not excused, we will get the results. Right? Right? And then, that's why it says we need to learn the laws of karma, not animals. They don't need to learn it. We need to learn. And that is.
So you mean like that people can do animals when they die, and when they die, they turn human again?
They may not. Yes. Even the bad people, yes, they can become animals as well. Right? So we discussed earlier, right? Reincarnation thing. It happens. So when we do bad activities, we become bad. Like, we took examples of earlier, like this Nalkuver and Manigiri, they become tree. Isn't it? So as we do activities, we get out of the body. So if we do bad activities, we can become like Prabhupada used to say that if we are used to more of eating meats, right, then we might get a body of a tiger. Because we are supposed to eat meat, so we become a tiger, and the tiger is eating meat all the time. Right? And we discuss, isn't it? So that's a good point. If we do a wrong thing, then we can become or behave like animals, then we will become like animals as well. Right? So that's why we need to behave well. Right? And then impartial and inexorable. So Krishna is also the karma, it never becomes impartial to anyone. It always comes to us. It never impartial. Okay, you are a rich man, so there is no karma for you. Or you are poor, then only you will get karma. It's not like that. Right? And then, that's a good one. He says, can we leave everything on karma? So some people say that Karma is what? We all understood that karma is our also back, the reaction is coming from our past. So can we say, okay, whatever there is my destiny, it will come, I don't have to act. Is it okay?
No.
Whatever there is to come in my destiny and our karma, it will come. So I don't have to work, I don't have to act. Is that okay? No. Why? You know what? There was a nice discussion happened between Vidura and Dhritarashtra. Do you know who Vidura is? Do you know who Vidura is? Who is Vidura? Who is Dhritarashtra?
King. A king who has 100 sons.
Yes. And Vidura is? Brother. Vidura, his brother. Okay. So Vidura actually he advised Dhritarashtra that, okay, you know what? You can actually accept the proposal of Krishna and you can stop this war. But what he says, let whatever the providence has decided, let it be. I won't stop it. So it means what? We have the right, we have the choice to stop the war, but still he didn't do it. So in the similar way, we can say that, okay, let everything comes as it is, I won't act. If you say, okay, I'm human now and I'm supposed to have some food, and I know because of my karma I'll get some food, and but I won't work. What will happen? We might not get food, and it might happen for scarcity as well. So we have to perform our duty. So it depends. Definitely, it's definitely most of things on karma, but still we will have to make our endeavor. We have to make our action. Be careful. Be careful. Right? So we have to perform our duty. Okay. So there is small time, and then after this we'll take a small break. Right? So you all have your pen and paper, your copies and notes, right? If you don't have, you can take one paper from there and a pencil. If you have your pen,
I don't have.
you can take one paper from there and a pencil from there.
We've got paper down there.
You take from paper there. See the paper. Okay, yes, come now. Okay, so what you're going to do now is this. You have 5 minutes, or maybe less today. Yes, let's see. We have 3 minutes. Okay. In 3 minutes, what's the question?
Write down as many names of Krishna you can.
Stop. Write down. Write down. No. One is already there.
I don't know.
Any, as much as you can.
Huh?
As much as you can.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll help you out. Okay. Okay, right now, I'll help you out. Okay. So, one more minute. Right? Okay, so let's see who was it in how many days. Okay, tell me. Yes, what's the count? How many days?
It's a good one.
Okay, no worries, it's fine. 8. Wow, 8.
10.
10. Wow. How many? Okay, let me count out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, 10. Now 10 is winning. 4. 4. Okay. 15. So now 15 is winning. 9. 15.
15.
Okay, so 15 is a winner.
12.
No, you're 10 earlier, right?
12.
You got something for you? Okay, so we have 15, then we have 12, no, 10, 10, and then 9, and then 4, and then 8. Wow, and 4, great. So, let's see. So, let's see some names of Krishna, right? So, see here, there are a few. So, Krishna's name is Achyuta. Anyone have written Achyuta? Achyuta, very nice. Ajanama. So, you can just remember the names. There are so many names. I'll send the links in our group. We can note down from there, right? So, Krishna, Ramana, Bhagavad Gita, these are all avatars, right? So, and Krishna's name is Balgopal, right? Krishna's name is Chaturbhuja. Krishna's name is Gopal, Govinda, Hari, Rishikesha, Jagadisha, Janardana, Parthasarathy, Krishna, Madhava, Nandakumar, Narayana, Shyamsundar, Upendra, Shyama, Keshava, what's that one? Lakshmikanta, Madana, Madhusudana, and there are so many more names. So, just try to remember some more names in the next week, right? Next week we come with some more preparation. We'll have more competition. Okay. So, anyway, today we actually got a bit late. So, we'll take a break here and come back in 10 minutes. We'll have some nice tips for you all, crunchy tips and water. Okay? So, like how to perform devotional service or how to perform a karma. Right? And then we discuss about association, ABCD. So, association of the devotees, association with the books. Right? That makes sense. And then we discuss about books, reading Bhagavad Gita, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing Bhagavad Gita. Right? And then see chanting the holy name. See you there. And so we'll talk more on chanting the name as well. And then is diet. We saw a video of diet, right? Like how if a person wants to become a swimmer, then he has some proper diet. If someone wants to become a wrestler, then he has a different diet. If you want to become a spiritual person, then we have some different diet accordingly as well. Right? So what we will do, yes.
Is there number F?
Sorry?
Is there number F?
Number F. So these are the basics. And I can say is E is engaging ourselves in all MC and D. Right?
I'm saying that why can't they be all alphabets around?
Yeah, it can be. It can be as well. Okay, so what we will do today? Actually, you know what? There's a verse in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2 and 40, where it says, Dehavikarmana soasti pratyavalana vidyate so alpavasya dharmasya trayate manato bhaya. It means what? See, when we chant holy name, when we chant the name of Lord, any small activity what we do, perform, it actually has an impact on us. Right, and this says, in this endeavor, there is no loss of diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous types of fear. Right. So, any advancement, by chanting one name of Lord, one round of the names of Lord, right, it actually doing some service towards Lord. It helps us, and it makes us free from or protect from very, very dangerous path. Right. So, like let's suppose it says we have some pocket money, right? We have some pocket monies. The parents give us the pocket money to spend in a day, in the month, and then it all the month it goes away, isn't it? We need some more monies from parents. Okay, I need some more thing to buy, isn't it? However, there is another account, or a spiritual account that never go off. It always grows and grows and grows. Right? It grows and grows and grows. So that's why by performing a small activity of devotional service, we can achieve a lot. Right? So this actually want to show you what happens. Why is it blurry, isn't it? Okay. Yes, please. We'll take it. So, there are so many phases of life. It says that 8.4 millions, 84 lakh phases of life. And what are those? We'll see. It says, Jalajana Lakshani, Stavara Laksha, Vimshapi, Krimeo Rudra Sankhyaha, Pakshinam Dasalakshanam, Trimsa Lakshani Pashwa, Chatu Lakshani Marusha. There are 9,000, 100,000 or 9 lakhs type of aquatics. So in water, the species can live on water, right? You see, so there are so many kind of animals who can live inside water. Those are 9 lakhs type. And there are 30 lakh types of trees. Just imagine so many trees, a variety of trees, right? And there are 11 lakhs types of insects, right? And 10 lakhs types of birds. Can you imagine it? There's so many variety of birds. And that's why we say when we do our activity, according to our karma, we can fall in any of those categories. And then there are 30 lakhs types of animal bodies as well. And however, there are just 4 lakhs types of human bodies. Like and one of those we are one of those. So that's very, very rare. And in all of these, like if you are in a aquatic or trees or insects or birds, we can't understand anything about Bhagavad Gita, about spirituality. However, when we are in the form of human life, we can understand it. That's why chanting of holy name is very, very important for us. Right? And it comprises of 8.4 millions. So that's why we say always 84 lakhs of species. Or हम सारे कहते हैं हिंदी में चौच का चक्कर. So that it is. So 84. So we need to go out from this by performing devotional service. Right? So let's see some stories. Okay? Happy now? So anyone have seen this picture over here? See? Oh, nice. Ah, that's good. Anyone else seen this picture over here? So what happened? When we chant the holy name, when we remember Lord, Krishna helps us to remember him as well. Right? So what happened once, this elephant, a huge elephant, isn't it? So he went in a lake. He went in a lake to play around with this water. Right? This elephant, his name is Gajendra, he went into the lake to play with his wife and his kids. They went through and they wanted to when you go for swimming, what do you do? You play with parents, like watering to the parents and things like that, right? So this Gajendra, he thought to go to the lake and he started making all havoc over there. He said, okay, I'm the king here, a king of this lake, and I'll do everything I wanted. However, there was a crocodile, and he didn't like the idea of Gajendra. So he thought I should teach him a lesson. Right. So as Gajendra was playing with his sons and with his wife, and then this crocodile, you can see this here. This crocodile came and he actually caught one of his legs. And because crocodile was more stronger in the water, so he held the leg of elephant. And now, as he was being caught, he tried to get escape from crocodile, but he could not. And they're fighting. So sometimes this elephant pulls himself a bit out, and then sometimes crocodile pulls himself back in the water. So this kind of fighting or war of trouble happened between these two, Gajendra and the crocodile, for thousands of years. And sometimes he's pulling, sometimes he's pulling. But after a long time, Gajendra could see that no one is helping him. Even his wife and his son, they are not helping him to get out of Gajendra. And Gajendra thought, oh my goodness, what's happening here? Right, I'm getting my weak because he was out. Yeah, because he was in water and they can't help anything. So that's it. I can't help anything. And then he was, he's thinking, my wife is there, my kids are there, but they are not. No one helping me. No one helping me to pull me out. And crocodile was so strong that he's pulling him back inside this water. Right. And then this Gajendra thought that, oh my goodness, what's happening now? And he could remember something from his past life. That's why whatever we do in our life, it actually helps us to remember something. This Gajendra, he was remembered that in the last life. Yes. So this Gajendra, he was a king called as Introductory in his previous life. And he could remember that he was worshipping Vishnu, and he could remember some prayers from his last life. And then he said, okay, as no one is helping me, I'm sure that person will help me out. And he started praying for Vishnu. He started glorifying Vishnu. Oh, please come help me out. I'm sure that will help me out. And then as he started praying to Vishnu, Vishnu came, see, on the top. He was standing in his Garuda and he was coming towards him to help Gajendra. So the point is, if we do some activities here in this life, it will help us in our next life as well. Right? And then one Vishnu came and he cut down the neck of crocodile, and then Gajendra got relief from it. Right? So I spoke this story very briefly, but it's a long story as well. Right? So then we'll play a game now. Okay. I think I had some different slides, but we'll play a game. Before that, we'll do some dancing. Right. Okay. So can we make a circle here? A small circle.
What happened to the crocodile?
He got died. He got delivered as well. His head got chopped by the chakra of Vishnu. Yes. Right. So what we will do, we'll play a small game. So we will make the chairs in a circle with and sit down. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Let's get there. I'll give this to you.
1 second.
चल गया हाँ चल
Okay, everyone got a seat? So, who remembers this Mahamantra? Who can say the Mahamantra well? Okay. So you all know Mahamantra?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you when you can repeat it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Oh, that's Krishna. Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Then
Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare.
very good. Right. So in their game, you know musical chair.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. But something different. Right.
In normal musical chairs, you have to sit on the chair when the music
Sitting,
starts.
yeah, you're sitting here. Isn't it? So now what we will do, we'll start from, we'll take out the chair, with the extra one, and put it. So these two are not playing, right? These two they are not playing. So the game is what? Yeah, but so I'll choose someone and he'll start. So what we will do, this is the first word only. Listen carefully. Right? Listen carefully. So he will say.
One is sorry. One is missing.
Oh, listen, come here, please.
Hare.
Okay.
No. So I'll just put try. Right. You say Hare.
Hare.
What comes next? No, just only Hare. No, Hare after that Krishna. Then yes, now you can see everything.
Yeah.
So okay, you say first word,
Hare.
then your turn now.
Krishna. Bolo Krishna.
Krishna.
Very good.
Hare. Hare.
Then your turn now.
Hare.
Then what?
Rama.
Now
Wait.
Hare.
Hare. Hare. Rama. Hare. Hare. Okay, so we'll play now. You can all see this screen as of now, but I'll switch it off. For 2 times you can just do it now. What we will do, we will go with one round and round. Like, and anyone who says the wrong word will go out of this game.
Ooh.
And the winner is going to get a gift.
Yeah, that is not
Yes,
Krishna.
yes, I'll tell again. So, listen carefully again. So what we will do, we will say one word each. Right, let's suppose he says Hare, the next one says Krishna, then Hare, then Krishna, then Krishna, Krishna, Hare, 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 Ram, Hare, Ram, 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 Hare, Hare. If there is no one out from the single, then we'll go double. Hare Krishna, the next Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay, let's start. Try again now.
No, we have to try.
I will try this.
Oh, it's a trial.
Try this. Okay.
Then we're gonna cut it.
Yes, I'll cut it. Okay, we'll start. You can start now.
Hare.
Krishna.
No, what that? See and pick up. You lose this gift. What's the next word? Hare Krishna. उसके बाद
Sad.
Hare Krishna.
That's sad.
Krishna.
Very good.
What comes after?
Hare. Follow Hare.
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 Hare. Rama.
Hare.
Okay,
You
now
have to focus on the order or you're going to lose.
you don't lose. Okay, so now we'll start again. Okay, so I'm going to switch it off. Anyway, let's see. Okay, let me be there. Okay, so start. So we'll start with okay, Pranati will start. This is the final round. Okay, the one who don't chant the names properly, he will go out of this chair, and then
Is it from this one?
yes, this way, clockwise. Okay, ready?
दो बच्ची है उसके बिठा
Huh?
दो बच्ची है उनकी सिस्टर है ऊपर गई
Ananya. No, Akansha is here. Hi, Akansha.
Come on. Fast.
Hi, Rima.
You need more chair. Okay, start. So, I'll explain again. So, we are playing the game. One has to chant that one word of Mahamantra. It goes round, and then who doesn't chant the proper one, he goes out of the game. And the winner gonna get a gift.
My sister doesn't know the Mahamantra.
Okay, that's fine. But we can give it. We can give it. Yeah. Okay. So we start now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start from you. Okay. For the next, say Krishna. Wow, that's nice. So what we will do, I'll explain again because it's not later on. So we'll chant one word. Okay, let's say he says Hare, then he says Krishna, then he says Hare, then he will say Krishna, then
अरे
Krishna,
कृष्णा आया
Krishna, Hare, 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 Ram, Hare, Ram, 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 Hare, Hare. All good
How do you
now?
spell it? Rama or Ram?
Ram.
So if I say Rama accidentally, is that wrong?
very long
Rama, that's it.
Okay. So shall we start now?
Yes. Come the easy.
Okay. No, let it be there. Okay, I'll take your case from this that way, so you can see. Okay, now start again. Start. This final round. Hare Krishna.
No. You're out.
No, you're out.
You're out.
Okay, last chance. Okay, you see round it. Last chance. Okay, now this is the final round, and we'll start from you.
Krishna.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we will take out one chair, right? And then you come here. You come back side. Here, sit here. Okay. Now still start. Since he goes out, still start. Start now.
Krishna.
Rama.
No. No. Okay, I'll take your chair back. Okay. Okay. You start now.
Krishna.
No. Okay. Okay, you take your chair back. Okay. See, you can cheat. See, it's there. Isn't it?
You can cheat.
Yes. What? See there. Okay, go. You start.
Krishna.
Sita
Rama.
Now do two words.
Hare Krishna.
go again with 1 and 2. You start. Start.
Krishna. Krishna. Hare.
Hare.
So you come closer. Oh. Okay.
Oh my God, it's getting so small.
बस बस बस
Okay, see order. Okay, from you.
Starting. Hare. Krishna. Hare.
Krishna.
Hare. Hare. Ram.
Hare.
Hare. Hare.
Two orders.
दो
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram. Rama. Hare Hare.
One more again.
Oh, I'm so lucky. What?
See, first one.
Hare.
Oh, that's with Krishna. So, this is my bad. No, it's okay. So you
Get near.
no, that's okay. That's okay. Let's start it. You start.
One more.
No, you one more now. Start with another one more.
Okay. Hare.
Krishna. Krishna. Krishna.
Hare.
Rama. Hare. Rama.
Rama.
Hare.
Two words.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Rama. Rama. Hare Hare. One word.
Okay, now we have to make more representative. We'll go with three words, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Start. 1. Start with 1. One word now.
One word.
Yeah. Then we'll go.
Hare.
Then we'll go.
Krishna. Krishna. Krishna.
Hare.
Rama.
Okay.
Please correct what she did it in the wrong order.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Hare Rama. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Hare Rama.
Rama.
Hare.
Two words.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama. Rama.
Oh. Rama. Okay.
Chalo.
You want to wait, one second.
Rama. What?
Chalo. The first day now. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Rama. Hare.
Two words. Two words.
Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Hare. Oh, Krishna Krishna Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare. उसका कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे था.
Okay.
दो बचे.
दो बचे तुम लोग अभी. Okay. So now we are the finalist. Last round.
Can we try again or is it only one round?
One round only. We'll try next time. Okay. We'll see the finalist now. Start.
हरे कृष्णा हरे
नहीं एक एक वर्ड से start.
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare.
No.
Krishna Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare.
हैं?
What is the price?
सीन कंफ्यूजिंग हो जाता है. क्या मिला? बड़ा सा चॉकलेट मिला. खा भी नहीं पाएगा.
Is the prize for Haridarshan?
साक्षी को पास करेंगे.
रुको रुको फोटो खींच ले ले आ रहे हैं
The winner.
Is there any second and third prizes?
Don't worry, we'll do it more. And now,
everyone will get something maybe at the end of sessions or whatever end of the course.
so do you remember how to dance? We will dance now, okay? Okay. Get up, and we'll dance. And before dancing, we will do one thing and then we'll dance.
चेयर हटा देंगे सारे
थोड़ा सा
ये कम किया ना अच्छा अच्छा चेयर रखनी है पॉज करना है
Okay, you all stand.
जल्दी आ जा
Stand up. You take out all your weights, weight back. We'll chant for 4 hours. Come back.
I'm playing the.
No problem, come back. So take your bead bag, where's the bead bag? Yes, cooler. So, see, take out or everyone to take out your bead bag. Your bead bag. Take out your bead. You can it.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Stand. Okay, take out the bead bag. Take out the beads like this, no? You hold it.
the gates क्या
You didn't bring them. Oh,
You got it.
put them in your index finger.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. So, yes, all there. Stand there. Hold like this. So we'll chant for 2 minutes and then we'll dance. Okay?
Is he scared of what? Is he scared? Why do babies cry so much?
सुपर गुड ओके एक है दूसरा अभी के लिए
You know what? I think you can take it apart now. Okay, so let's start. So take the first beat. Take the first beat. Take the first beat and say, everyone say, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Alright? Good?
You know how to do this if you've done this before.
Yes, so all we'll do for 2 minutes and then we'll dance. Okay.
I'm fine.
Shall I? Yes, everyone please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare.
Louder.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare
Okay, so now what we will do? We will dance. So get in position. How we will dance?
with the beats.
Put the beat back. Okay. Okay. चलो जी चलो सब खड़े हो जाएंगे चलो okay, so you all remember the steps how to do all the steps yes all in one way right one of them okay we'll do kirtan for 5 minutes we all will dance just go to studio go there and
Why is it so big?
because it's okay so let's see Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
पहली बार है ना तो इसके साथ में वो भी दे देंगे
लाइन में खड़े हो
बैग भी दे देंगे सभी बच्चों को लास्ट टाइम दिया उसको भी दे देंगे
Okay, so you remember the steps? I'll tell you again. So take your feet apart. Take your feet apart. Right. And then move towards left. And then one step again. And then again right. Okay. One left. One step. Then move again. The right. And raise your hands. And then everyone goes left. Everyone goes left. What's the left
your
hand?
left.
What's the left hand? What's the left hand? So everyone goes left. Okay, goes left. Go left. One step. Left, left. And then move your left hand. And then come right. And then come again here. The left. And then right. Okay? In the same way we will do. Start. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare You all follow me. Okay, one by one. Train. We will do a train. You know how to train. Okay, follow me. And speak out louder. Okay, sing louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Come on,
Hare
come
Hare.
on.
Follow me.
Hare Krishna.
Some more?
No.
Okay. So, if you want, we have some more tips.
Yeah, we have.
Anyone wants, they can take it, and we can go up. There's Aarti going on. We'll take Aarti and then we'll go back to home. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you.
I am.